Good Thursday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to tonight's top stories, let's take a quick look outside our weather window, and the clouds rolled in about midday today. Flood watch is in effect, a flash flood watch. That went from 2 o'clock this afternoon and will go until 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. We could see heavy downpours of rain and all those goodies. So keep your eye on the sky over the next 7-8 hours until bedtime tonight, because we do have plenty of thunderstorms to talk about, and you can see those clouds moving in. Here we go. Today through tomorrow night, we're talking about the burn scars from previous forest fires and wildfires. We could see some debris flows, also some urban flooding. That means lots of rain in downtown streets if we do see some of those downpours. And then as we move through Friday, it's going to stay wet. We're going to cool down a bit too, with high temperatures for us about 60 to 65. We will see periods of rain on both Saturday and Sunday, with Sunday looking like an all-day rain event. And we will talk much more weather coming up a little bit later on. Now, a few of the news stories we're following for you tonight. The woman at the center of a fatal child neglect case began her jail sentence a few days early. That after Wenatchee police arrested her on a new charge of domestic violence. The Chelan County Sheriff's Office is asking the public to keep an eye out for a truck and flatbed that were stolen yesterday at an orchard in Malaga. And the Wenatchee School Board will hold a public hearing June 14th to get the public's thoughts on a proposal to break down board seats into designated districts. But first, our top story tonight. The Wenatchee Target store will remain closed for several weeks following an arson fire Sunday. Target corporate spokesperson Brian Harper Ribaldo said the company is working on repairs at the store and replacing inventory, and they hope to reopen as quickly as possible. Wenatchee police have released an image of the arson suspect leaving the store shortly after the 7 p.m. fire. They continue to search for the suspect. Chelan County Fire District 1 Battalion Chief Clint Webley said by the time fire crews arrived, a store employee had already used an extinguisher to put the fire out. It was started in the seasonal section of the store, and cushions for outdoor furniture and some shelving sustained most of that damage. He said there was heavy smoke inside the store when crews arrived. Well, the woman at the center of a fatal child neglect case began her jail sentence a few days early. That after Wenatchee police arrested her on a new charge of domestic violence. 39-year-old Elaine Angelica Hurd was due to begin her 177-day sentence on Tuesday, 3 years after pleading guilty to criminal mistreatment of her toddler son, Rustin Atkerson. But police say they were called to her home on Saturday after her boyfriend reported she'd slapped and headbutted him. Hurd's 2-year-old son, Rustin, died of severe brain trauma in 2017. But prosecutors admitted they couldn't prove Hurd physically abused the boy, and she was allowed to plead to the lesser mistreatment charge in 2019. A pregnancy and the COVID-19 pandemic led to Hurd spending only 16 days behind bars after she was sentenced. Finally, in April, Douglas County Judge Brian Huber ordered Hurd to complete her full jail time in Wenatchee starting no later than June 1st. Well, the Chelan County Sheriff's Office is asking the public to keep an eye out for a truck and flatbed that were stolen yesterday at an orchard in Malaga. The truck is a 2007 Chevrolet Silverado flatbed dually that was taken off Baynard Road. That happened about 10:45 yesterday morning. The pickup was equipped with a new mica-built flatbed with aluminum wheels and tinted windows. Anyone who sees the vehicle is asked to call 911 and report its location. The Wenatchee School Board will hold a public hearing June 14th to get the public's thoughts on a proposal to break down board seats into designated districts. Currently, all 5 members of the board are elected at large, meaning everyone in the district votes for every seat. That system may violate the Washington Voting Rights Act, so the board has drawn proposed maps that would create 4 districts where only the people in those districts would vote on their school board member. The fifth position would remain at large. The meeting will be at 6 p.m. at the district office on Sunset Avenue. People can also submit written comments directly to the district office or submit them by email at white.k@wenatcheeschools.org. Well, when we come back, the Cascadia Conservation District has received a state grant to build a new community garden for residents of Chelan County Public Housing. Wenatchee Police Chief Steve Crown has been named the 2022 President of the Board of the Washington Association of Sheriffs and Police Chiefs. And the Apple STEM Network has selected 3 students as STEM stars. We'll tell you more about that. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Traditional values and innovation in honoring the life of each family we serve is part of the ministry of Heritage Memorial Chapel. Our staff is committed to walk with your family with compassion through this time of grief. We are here to help and here to serve, the right kind of help when you need it most. Heritage Memorial Chapel.
Spring is more than just a time to clean. It's your time to renew, recharge, and spend time with the people you love. At Merry Maids, our cleaning services go beyond the basic services and provide you with a comprehensive clean that will re-energize your home and enhance your life. From everyday routine cleaning or deep cleanings, Merry Maids professional team members can provide you with an unrivaled experience. Call Merry Maids to schedule your cleaning today.
At D.A. Davidson in Wenatchee, they believe your investment success begins with a personalized plan. A plan that is the roadmap you need to navigate your way to living your best years in retirement. D.A. Davidson can help you create a plan so you can take the time to enjoy the finer things in life. Let the financial advisors at D.A. Davidson help chart your retirement future today.
Tune in for the commencement ceremonies of the class of 2022 on the NCWLIFE channel. Watch Friday, June 3rd for Eastmont High School's graduation at 6 p.m., followed by Wenatchee High School's at 8 p.m. Coverage is sponsored by Caldwell Banker Cascade, Dr. David Parks, DDS, Financial Alternatives, AmeriCorps of Chelan Douglas Community Action Council, and Apple Valley Honda. Celebrate the class of 2022 with your local TV station, the NCWLIFE channel.
Welcome back. And in other news, the Cascadia Conservation District has received a state grant to build a new community garden for residents of Chelan County Public Housing. The district is one of 10 statewide to share more than $48,000 in grants from the Washington State Conservation Commission. The project will install raised beds, soil, compost, and irrigation services for their garden. It will also help community garden members learn about how to raise, harvest, and preserve food once the garden is built. The Housing Authority oversees rentals for low-income clients in 8 communities around the county. No word yet on where a community garden will be sited. Wenatchee Police Chief Steve Crown has been named the 2022 President of the Board of the Washington Association of Sheriffs and Police Chiefs. Crown was selected at the board's May meeting and will serve 1 year. He's been a member of the group's executive board for several years. WASPC is the only organization of its kind in the country with representatives from local, state, tribal, and federal law enforcement agencies. Also on the executive board is Grant County Sheriff Tom Jones, who's been serving as vice president, and Douglas County Sheriff Kevin Morris. Well, the Apple STEM Network, representing science, technology, engineering, and math programs at schools throughout north central Washington, has selected 3 high school juniors as its STEM Rising Stars. Olivia Strandberg of Chelan High School, Miranda Nyack of Wenatchee High School, and Kirsten Pert of the Wenatchee Valley Technical Skills Center earned the Rising Star title with nominations from their school instructors. All 3 will be recognized at the Tech Alliance Summer Social coming up on August 4th. One of them will be selected to represent North Central Washington STEM programs for the next year, alongside 10 other STEM stars from regional networks across the state. Congratulations. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's featured story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Please stay with us.
You are driven to succeed. This drive is part of who you are, part of your cultura, your valores. With achievement comes a sense of orgullo. It builds your community. You stand on the shoulders of those who have walked before you, the ones who pushed you to succeed. You have the choice to overcome the challenges that arise in your life. You decide your future. Sí se puede.
The Lake Chelan Rotary Club invites you to experience the newly expanded Cycle Chelan, held June 25th, 2022. Pick your thrill from 4 rides: the Century Challenge, Cycle Divino, the Lake Loop, or the Butte Blast. All profits from Cycle Chelan are used to support student scholarships of the Lake Chelan Rotary Club. Cycle Chelan 2022. Pick your thrill today.
Tune in for the commencement ceremonies of the class of 2022 on the NCWLIFE channel. On Tuesday, June 7th, Westside High School's commencement ceremonies at 7 p.m. Coverage is sponsored by Caldwell Banker Cascade, Dr. David Parks, DDS, Financial Alternatives, AmeriCorps of Chelan Douglas Community Action Council, and Apple Valley Honda. Celebrate the class of 2022 with your local TV station, the NCWLIFE channel.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. Time now for our weekly Pause for Pets feature from the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. Tonight we meet a sweet, talkative cat named Ruby.
Hi everyone, my name is Haley and I'm with the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. And with me this week is Ruby. She's gonna wander away. Ruby is a 13-year-old tortoiseshell that has come into our shelter and who is looking for a new forever home. Isn't that right? Yeah. She's a very sweet, talkative lady. You could hold a conversation with her and she's very agreeable. She goes, yeah. She's very calm and easygoing. Here she's just walking around our room making friends with everyone that she sees. She seems slightly interested in toys. She at least rubs up on them and enjoys hanging out with them. She is probably looking for a home with probably no other animals, or at least no other rambunctious animals, because she is 13, so she needs a quieter, softer place to land. But other than that, she's good with kids, and she loves everyone that she meets. And if you're interested in getting Miss Ruby here, you can come on down to our shelter. We're open 7 days a week from 11 to 6, and we're closed from 1:30 to 2:30 for quiet time.
The Wenatchee Valley Humane Society is located at 1474 South Wenatchee Avenue. Give them a call at 509-662-9577 or visit their website at wenatcheehumane.org.
Time now to take a look at your north central Washington weather forecast. First, before we get to all the details, and there are a lot to get to, let's take a look down at the Wenatchee Valley from our Sky-Fi tower camera from this afternoon. It's our cross camera up on Wenatchee Heights. Beautiful shot of the valley. And yeah, those darker clouds began really moving in mid-afternoon or so. Scattered showers around the area, some very heavy, and we'll get to all of that in a second. But first of all, high temperature today above normal, a couple of degrees above. It's 77, 75 is where we should be for this time of year. 98 our record. Yeah, last year in that scorching hot June that we had in 2021. And as you all know, if you lived here last year, we're going to be talking about a lot of record highs from last year in June, that's for sure. 55 this morning, our overnight low. 53 is where we should be. Our record low, 40 degrees, and that was set in 1976. All of this is going to change as we get together tomorrow, that's for sure, with all those thunderstorms and showers moving around. Sunrise 5:07 and the sun sets tonight at 8:51. Okay, timeline of what we can expect. Thunderstorms this afternoon, mainly in the mountains. Possible flooding right here in north central Washington. We do have a flood watch in effect, and that'll go until 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. By tonight, thunderstorms from Oregon will move our direction, and we could hear some rumbles of thunder and some lightning even in our evening hours tonight. More rain showers for Friday as well. It says near the Canadian border, but I think we'll have a good chance for rain for us Friday. And then by Friday afternoon, once again, widespread thunderstorms. We could see some more flash flooding, and maybe tomorrow even some gusty winds, and we're not even ruling out some small hail. So boy, if you're outside, keep your eye on the sky. Tomorrow's high temperatures really won't be too bad. They will be down a bit from today. 75 in Moses Lake and Ephrata, 74 for you folks in Quincy. Ellensburg 69, 71 in Wenatchee. So we'll cool down at least 5 degrees tomorrow. Cool spot in Lake Wenatchee tomorrow with a high of 63. Let's get to that surface loop now. Tonight, once again, flood watch in place. That means rain and thunderstorms, and some of those could be heavy at times with low temperatures tonight in the upper 50s. And boy, you can see the rain right through central Washington as we go into Friday. Yeah, morning showers turning into thunderstorms once again in the afternoon. Temperatures will cool off somewhat on Friday with highs right around 70 degrees. Getting you into Saturday, I know a lot of you are heading to the Chris Stapleton concert at the Gorge. We are going to see morning showers probably until about noon or so. Heading to the Gorge, maybe a break in the weather before evening rain showers return. High temperatures on Saturday in the mid-60s, so get ready for a pretty big cool down this weekend. And then on Sunday, I think this will be our wettest day. Cloudy skies, rain showers, possible thunderstorms all day long. We'll see high temperatures once again only in the mid-60s. And then getting you into our next work week, our friend high pressure moves back in, and that'll bring a ridge up and over the Pacific Northwest. Drier conditions. We'll stay a little bit cool on Monday with highs in the mid-60s, but then things get a little better for Tuesday. Mostly sunny skies. Boy, clear all over the western U.S. with high temperatures around 70 degrees for Tuesday. And as we get to the end of our forecast on Wednesday, partly cloudy skies. Most of that high cloudiness. We will see high temperatures in the low 70s. And yeah, look at that. That's what's coming Thursday, Friday, and into our next weekend. So get ready for some more wet weather. Let's take a look now at your 7-day forecast. 57 the overnight low tonight. Thunderstorms tonight, maybe even into our overnight. Rain showers in the morning on Friday, turning into thunderstorms once again by tomorrow afternoon. 71 your Friday high. And then the cool down Saturday, Sunday, and into Monday. 70% chance of rain Saturday and 80% chance on Sunday. 64 your Sunday high. A little bit cool still on Monday with 66 degrees. And then on Tuesday and Wednesday, some nice weather. Mostly sunny to partly cloudy. High temperature on Tuesday around 70, and by the time we get to Wednesday, afternoon high temperatures of 71. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Dan Kuntz and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
The best pizza in the known universe is right here in downtown Chelan, so come on up. For the best locally crafted beer and barbecue in Chelan, come on up.
For the best down-home scratch country cooking in North Central Washington, you'll find it in Manson. Come on up.
Come on up. Come on up.
Come on up.
Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa has hot tubs in stock now. Spas are scientifically proven to improve sleep and ease arthritis pain. Let us help you find the perfect spa today. Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa is helping families reconnect, one hot tub at a time.
You love to help others. You need a solid career. You can have it all with help from Charter College. Our 10-month medical assistant program prepares you to work in healthcare settings like physician offices, rehab centers, and clinics. You'll learn to take patient vitals, assist with exams, administer injections, and maintain medical records. When you're ready to launch a rewarding healthcare career, visit chartercollege.edu because we work to get you to work.
With TV advertising, what we want to do is more deeply connect with the community.
People spot me in different parts around North Central, Costco and Wenatchee, say, hey, you're the pizza guy. And so they wouldn't know that if it weren't for the TV commercials we've done.
We've been here so long that people already know who we are and what we do, but to have that image flash on their television screen as opposed to just hearing it in the radio or seeing it in the newspaper, I just love the fact that we can actually put our finger on when a customer comes in and says, I saw your ad.
It's becoming increasingly difficult in this digital age to know where are your customers listening or watching, because I watch all the different channels that they watch too, like Cooking Channel, History Channel, and so it was wonderful to be able to be on there.
I would say that if you want to do business in Wenatchee, then you should connect with the people of Wenatchee, and there's no better way to do that than with NCWLIFE.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel. Happy Thursday, sports fans. Dan Coons filling in for Eric Grandstrom. Ryan Mountcastle and Ramon Urias, back-to-back home runs, started the process. A huge sixth inning ended the process. The Mariners scrambled, but they didn't score 10 runs, and that's what they needed last night to beat Baltimore. The final was 9-2. Baltimore pulling away with 5 runs in the sixth inning. Here are your highlights.
Rugned Odor batting .221. He's driven in 22.
Odor with a drive out to the flag court. Look up, this one is trying to get to the warehouse. Rugned Odor, a 3-run bomb. That's how you break it up. Orioles blast their way onto the board, a 3-0 lead.
Mariners looking to get something going offensively. Here's J.P. Crawford to lead things off.
Driven deep out to right field. J.P. Crawford a charge, and this is gone. Number 5 for J.P. Crawford. A bolt out to right center field. Now the Mariners are on the board in the 4th inning. Exit below of 103, 400 feet.
And now the Mariners have runners on at first and third with 2 outs. He keeps the inning alive for Julio Rodriguez.
Julio, big chopper up the middle. Odor waits for it. Mateo, and he is safe. He is safe at second base, and Trammell scores.
Trey Mancini is looking for his first hit tonight. He's ground out and flied out.
3-2, Trey Mancini out to left. Can he do it? Oh,
you gotta be
just
kidding me.
Off the top of the wall. Trey with a stutter step at first as he had to motor into second.
That ball just crushed.
And you can see the frustration for Trey. 2/3 of his home runs were here at home last year.
All right, he's in scoring position for Austin Hayes.
Austin Hayes rips this one, beats the infield. Trey Mancini around third. He's going to score. Austin Hayes, RBI single. Orioles re-extend the lead 4-2.
Ryan Mountcastle, the batter. The 3-2. 3-2. Mountcastle puts a charge into this. Left field. Back is Winker looking up, and that baby's gone. A monster blast off the bat of Ryan Mountcastle, and it's 5-2 Baltimore. We're in 4 hits, including a home run. Urias gets into one. Left field. Backing up is Winker, looking up, back-to-back jacks. Ramon Urias into the night. And it's now a 6-2 Orioles lead. But Odor does get into scoring position. He's at second base, and that gets Cedric Mullins to the plate.
Mullins out to right field. Trammell has to play this one off the wall. Odor will jog home. Mullins is in with a double, and another run scored for the O's.
It's 7-2 Baltimore. And here's Mancini. Hitting the gap in left center field and deep. Back is Rodriguez looking up, and that baby's gone. The third home run of the inning for the Orioles, and they are piling on here in the sixth. Baltimore leads this one 9-2.
Raleigh, the switch hitter, now over on the right side against the left-hander Keegan Aiken. Pitch on the way, hit well, center field. Mullins racing. He's there and makes the catch on the run. And the Orioles even up the series with a 9-2 win. Keegan Aiken, 2 perfect innings.
Mariners left-hander Robbie Ray allowed 4 runs, 6 hits, had 6 strikeouts and 3 walks over 5 innings. Mariners and Orioles are playing right now as we speak. Again, I looked at my wrist and I don't own a watch. Quick friendly reminder that Apple Sox Fan Fest is tonight at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium. Go check it out. The Apple Sox will have their home opener on the 6th, Monday the 6th, against the Port Angeles Lefties. They begin the season tomorrow in Bend. And that's sports in the sports basement. Grant, back to you.
Thank you, Dan. And finally tonight, in honor of Memorial Day, a special guest showed up this week to read to kindergartners at Lee Elementary School in East Wenatchee. Private Carson Callahar, who recently graduated from Army Medic School, read to the attentive students Tuesday on the grass outside the school. Callahar is the son of Sarah Yoakum, a teacher at Lee Elementary. And now let's check back in with Dan Kuntz for a look at what's coming up tomorrow morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Dan?
Thanks, Grant. Get your weekend going with the Friday edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. We'll have that all-important weekend weather forecast, as Grant just mentioned. Looks a little dicey, does it not? Also, we'll preview the commencement exercises. Eastmont, they'll be commencing the exercise at the Town Toyota Center on Friday night at 6 o'clock. That'll be followed immediately by the Wenatchee High School commencement exercises at Lee Bofton Field at the Apple Bowl at 8 o'clock. And we'll have Westside's graduation ceremonies next Tuesday as well. We're going to be televising all 3 of those right here on the NCWLIFE channel. Get your weekend started the right way. Live and local, right here tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Grant, back to you.
Thank you, Dan. And a quick reminder once again, we are in the midst of a flash flood watch right now for almost all of north central Washington. That includes Omak, Chelan, Wenatchee, and all the way over into Waterville and parts of the Columbia Basin. We could see some urban flooding. That means street flooding in our cities and also some mud slides and debris flows, and that from former burn scars from all the wildfires that we've had over the past couple of years. And then as we head into the upcoming weekend, it's not going to feel much like late spring, that's for sure. We're going to see highs about 60 to 65 in the Wenatchee area, a 70% chance of rain on Saturday, and an 80% chance of rain on Sunday. So we're still waiting for that warm weather. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around north central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us tonight, and have a great night. News, weather, and sports. It's all here weekdays at 5, 6, and 10 on your local news source, the NCWLIFE channel.
NCWLIFE really does a great job of exposing our brand. It's a little scary at first, right? You're just throwing money out there hoping it comes back. And to see those results come back through and see people walk through the door and say, hey, saw your TV advertisement. Those are the kinds of things that you see the return on. And when you look at the cost spent, you know you're making a return on it. There's a huge market here and market potential, and they are a great avenue for that.